Beautiful. I'm really looking forward to Microsoft Flight though. When that comes out and I buy it, I'm going to make Let's Plays of that as well. Okay. Engines to 50%. I don't know the VR V1, V2 data, so I am going to rely on my intuition and experience with planes of this type. So I'm going to make V1 160, VR 170, and V2 180. V1, rotate, V2, and we are in the air, retracting our landing gear. We got positive climb.
Heavy. Contact Colombo departure on 120.9er.
Alright, contacting Colombo departure. Retracting our flaps. Tuning Colombo departure.
Colombo departure 5879er heavy is climbing through 1,400.
Reducing throttle.
5879er heavy Colombo departure. Roger. Altimeter.
That is heavy turbulence.
5879er heavy. Turn right heading 250. Proceed on course.
At least this thing doesn't behave like an FA-18 like the A321 does. That's really terrible. This thing behaves slightly better, but still not as good as 737. But I have to say the Ryanair 737 behaves overly sluggish. Yep, and we're getting tailwinds. Yep, sorry passengers for the jolt, but we had to deploy speed brakes not to overspeed horribly. Bloody hell, this turbulence is bad. I'm gonna climb a bit more.
5879er heavy. Contact Colombo Center on 124.9er.
Climbing a bit more steeply.
124.9er 5879er heavy.
The increased throttle would be a nice thing right about now. Colombo Center.
Colombo
Hello.
Center 5879er heavy is climbing through 6,800 for 14,000.
And here we are, leaving the island of Sri Lanka behind. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Accidentally deployed speed brakes there again. I wanted to deactivate landing lights and hit the wrong button on my joystick. Ah, sorry about that. When we are on course, I'm going to deactivate the passenger signs. Well, maybe not. We're getting turbulence. Getting quite a bit of turbulence here. Gonna adjust our altimeter. And we are on course. Gonna adjust that for exact alignment. This course is basically just one long straight line. You don't have to navigate around corners. There's not going to be a lot of annoying handoffs, I hope anyway. And we have to throttle down slightly more. When we reach our itinerary, I'm going to tell the autopilot to take over. real life, this route is serviced by Sri Lankan Airlines, I think. Not sure of the exact name. It could be Sri Lankan Airlines. Alright, we're at 14,000 feet, and someone's blabbing, so they can't assign us to our next altitude. Thank you!
Climb and maintain flight level 240. Climb and maintain flight level 240.
And now to activating autopilot, auto throttle, altitude autopilot, heading autopilot slightly adjusted, and speed hold.
879er heavy.
I think we can slightly increase our climb rate, slightly increase our speed, and deactivate the fasten seatbelt signs, so the passengers can move around the cabin like they want to. And anyone that wants to vacate their bowels can now do so. Damn, airport hamburgers are way too tasty. Alright, let us speed up to 4 times simulation rate. Slightly adjust the heading. Why not speed up to 8 times simulation rate? Really no reason why not. Our speed is decreasing. I think that's a good cue to slow down our vertical speed, since we do not want to stall at such an altitude. That would be genuinely bad. That would be extremely bad. That's what happened to this Air France flight from Brazil to Portugal, I think. If I can remember correctly, anyway. Climb and maintain flight level 310. Exactly.
Maintain flight level 310. 5879er heavy.
Slightly adjust our course. Slightly decrease our vertical speed. Anything else we have to do? Landing lights are off. Anything else? I think everything else is fine. Everything else is just fine. Let me slightly decrease our vertical speed. Okay, we are at our cruise altitude. Perfect. And we shall slightly adjust our course. And here we are, leaving a condensed trail above the highest layer of clouds. Flying into the night. Trivandrum Center. That's a pretty awesome name. Trivandrum. I like the sound of that. Okay, for this flight, I think I am going to simply not bother to stop recording, since this is a pretty short hop, and we're doing nothing but fly in a straight line anyway. 16 times. Flying through the airspace of Trivandrum Center. Okay, there's really not much to do here except look out the window and enjoy the flight. Enjoy this quite boring cruise. Mala Center. Yes, I'm acknowledging if you would stop blabbing. Thank you. Hello, Mala Center. Ooh, crap. That distracted me from adjusting course. Don't bitch about it. Don't bitch about it. I'm already correcting it. Don't bitch about it. Thank you, ATC. I can fly all around the world without you bitching. Well, maybe not all around the world, but sometimes I get lucky and you don't bitch at me. Why is Master Caution on? It was on since ages, I wouldn't know why. Our nav mode, not GPS mode, which is also fine by me. And this will be, I think, pretty routine night landing. We are a supersonic jet. Look at us. Sichuan.
5879er.
Here we go. Yes, I copy. 8 times simulation rate, please. Descent and maintain to 22,000. Lots of clicks. Here we go, 22,000. The default one of 18,000 is fine. Going to tell the auto throttle to hold a speed of 210 knots.
Descend and maintain flight level 226. 5879.
We're 97 miles northeast. Turn left heading 210. Expect vectors ILS runway 36 approach. So the runways are aligned north-south. That should be easy to land on.
Miles northeast.
Yes, I want to assign the acknowledge the assigned approach.
Expect vectors ILS runway 36 approach 5879er heavy.
All right. We're descending towards the water. Descent and maintain 8,000. That's fine by me. Autopilot don't bug.
Descend and maintain 8,000. 5879.
I think it just did. I think it just bloody did.
79er heavy. Please expedite your descent.
No,
to 8,000.
that fixed it. Changing the vertical speed. That did just fix it.
5879er heavy.
Turn right heading 245. Yes, I copy. I have to pause because otherwise I still blab about me copying. Okay.
Turn right heading 245. 5879.
Turn right heading to 75. They're making me fly
Turn right
a slalom line, if that's how you say it in English.
right heading 275.
That's how you say it in German anyway.
5879er heavy. 587.
Yes, they are! Bloody trolls. God damn it.
Heavy. Turn left heading 245.
Back to 245.
5879er heavy.
Back to 245. Adjusting altimeter. It's a press of a button, so don't have to worry about that. And I think now would be a good time to activate the fasten seatbelt signs.